Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and whatever time it is for you right now. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Zubie, how are you doing today? You look very calm. As usual, like always, every single day.
Yes, Zubie, I am calm. That is just my face.
I am the opposite. I woke up this morning and I was already running. I could not find my phone, then I could not find my keys, then I could not find my brain.
Your brain, Zubie?
Yes, my brain. It was still sleeping.
I understand that feeling. I think many of our listeners understand that feeling too.
Right, and that is actually perfect, because that is exactly what we are talking about today.
Yes, it is a very good topic for today.
Okay, but first, before we start, if you are new here, welcome to the family. And if you have been with us before, welcome back. We missed you.
We really did. Now, can we ask you a small favor?
Yes, please subscribe to our channel. It is free, it takes 2 seconds, and it helps us so much.
Also, if you enjoy this episode, please give it a like. It tells us that you are enjoying the content.
And share it with one friend, just one. One friend who wants to practice English, one friend who wants a better morning. Send it to them right now.
We would really appreciate that.
Okay, now are you ready? Because today's topic is really, really good.
Today we are talking about morning routines.
Yes, your morning routine, my morning routine. How to have a productive morning when you have so many things to do. Work, home, your family, and also yourself.
This is very important because how you start your day often decides how your whole day goes.
Yes, if your morning is good, your day is good. If your morning is chaos, well,
The day can feel very hard.
very hard. And many people feel this, especially women, especially mothers, especially people who work from home or who have a job and also a house to manage.
You wake up and there is already a list of things waiting for you. Make breakfast, pack the bag, answer messages, clean, get ready. It feels like too much.
Too much, too fast, too early.
But today we will talk about how to make your morning feel calm, organized, and actually enjoyable.
Not perfect, not like a magazine photo, just better, real better.
Yes, real and simple. That is our promise today.
Okay, Leo, let us start. First question, and I really want to know your answer. What time do you wake up in the morning?
I wake up at 5:30.
5:30?
Yes, 5:30 a.m.
Leo, that is the middle of the night.
No. 5:30 is actually very peaceful. The house is quiet. Nobody is asking me anything. I have time just for me.
Okay, I respect that. 5:30, quiet, peaceful, just for you. I understand the idea. But me? I wake up at 7, sometimes 7:15. Okay, sometimes 7:30.
Sometimes?
Okay, sometimes my alarm goes off at 6:30 and I press snooze 3 times. 3 times, Leo.
3 times?
3, and I feel no regret.
But Zubie, do you feel rushed after that?
Yes, every single morning. I wake up and I immediately panic. It's like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
That is actually a very important point. When we wake up rushed, our stress starts immediately, before breakfast, before anything.
Right, so for our listeners, the first thing to think about is, what time do you wake up? And is it giving you enough time?
You do not need to wake up at 5:30 like me, but maybe try to wake up just 15 minutes earlier than usual. Just 15 minutes. That small change can feel very different.
15 minutes. That sounds doable. That sounds human.
Very human.
Okay, and that word, doable. Leo, say it again.
Doable. It means something you can actually do. Not too hard. Possible.
Doable. I like that word. Listeners, remember that word, doable. Okay, Leo, next question. When you wake up, what is the very first thing you do?
The very first thing I do is I don't touch my phone.
Oh.
I know.
Leo, not touch your phone in the morning?
Not for the first 30 minutes. I keep my phone on the other side of the room, so when my alarm rings, I have to get up to turn it off, and then I don't pick it up again until I'm ready.
That's actually very smart. I'm annoyed by how smart that is.
Why annoyed?
Because I do the opposite. My phone is the first thing I see. I wake up and I check messages, I check notifications, I scroll a little, then a little more, and then, suddenly, 20 minutes have passed and I've done nothing.
Yes, that is called a distraction spiral.
Distraction spiral. Oh, I feel very seen right now.
A distraction spiral is when one small distraction leads to another, and you lose track of time.
Listeners, do you do this phone first thing in the morning? I think many of us do. You're not alone. I'm right there with you.
The good news is, it's a habit, and habits can change slowly with small steps.
So maybe step 1, move your phone a little farther from your bed tonight.
Just a little farther. Small step. Doable.
Doable. There's our word again. Okay, next. Leo, do you drink something in the morning? Like before coffee, before tea, anything?
Yes, water. 1 glass of water immediately after waking up.
Just plain water?
Just plain water. Sometimes with a little lemon.
That's very healthy of you.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, it's a great thing. Okay, honestly, my first drink is tea. Strong tea with milk and sugar. How much sugar?
2 spoons.
2 spoons, okay. Maybe 2.5.
We laugh.
But I do understand the water thing. Our body is, what, 60% water?
Yes, about that. And when we sleep, we don't drink anything for 7 or 8 hours. So in the morning, our body is actually a little dehydrated.
Dehydrated, meaning needs water, not enough water inside.
Exactly. Dehydrated means your body doesn't have enough water. And when you're dehydrated, you can feel tired, slow, hard to focus.
Oh, so maybe that's why I feel slow in the morning?
Possibly, yes.
Not because I'm lazy, because I'm dehydrated.
Let's go with that, Zubie.
I'm choosing to believe this. Okay, listeners, try water first, or at least before your tea or coffee. Let's see if it helps. Leo, what about washing your face, brushing your teeth, the basic hygiene routine? How do you do yours?
I keep it very simple. I wash my face with cold water. I brush my teeth. I do a very basic skincare, just a moisturizer. Takes maybe 10 minutes total.
10 minutes? That's fast.
I don't like to spend a lot of time in front of the mirror in the morning. I prefer to use that time for other things.
Interesting. I'm the opposite again. I love my bathroom time. I take about 20 minutes. Face wash, toner, moisturizer, a little something on the eyebrows. A little something.
Okay, a full eyebrow routine.
But it makes me feel good. When I look nice, I feel, what's the word?
Confident.
Confident, yes. Confident means you feel good about yourself. You feel ready, strong inside.
That's actually very important. Whatever helps you feel confident in the morning, do that thing. It's different for everyone.
For Leo, it's quiet and simplicity. For me, it's my eyebrows.
Different paths, same goal.
Same goal to feel ready for the day. Okay, now this one is important for our listeners who have a family, who have kids, who have a house. Leo, how do you balance your personal morning routine with your responsibilities?
Let me think. This is actually the hardest part.
Right?
I think the key word for me is sequence. I have a sequence, a specific order that I follow every morning.
Sequence, like a list of steps in order.
Yes, first I do the things for myself. Wake up, water, wash, a little quiet time. Then I move to the home responsibilities. I don't mix them.
Oh, that's interesting. You don't mix them. Explain more.
So if I try to do everything at the same time, make breakfast and also check messages and also think about my work, my brain becomes confused. I'm not really doing anything well.
Multitasking.
Yes, multitasking, doing many things at the same time, it sounds efficient, but often it's actually less efficient.
Oh, good question for our listeners. Do you try to multitask in the morning? Because I definitely do.
What does your multitasking look like?
Okay, so I'm making tea, and at the same time I'm checking my phone, and at the same time I'm thinking about what to cook, and then the tea is too strong, I burned something, I forgot what I was thinking.
Yes, that is classic multitasking result.
Classic. So the advice is do one thing at a time? That sounds almost too simple.
Simple is not always easy, but yes, one thing at a time. Sequence. Finish this, then start that.
I want to try this. Sequence. I like this word. It sounds very organized.
Very organized, and it saves so much mental energy.
Mental energy, the energy your brain uses to think and decide. Yes. Okay, let's talk about breakfast because this is a big one. Leo, what do you eat for breakfast?
I eat something small and simple, usually eggs, or sometimes oats with fruit, something that doesn't take long to prepare.
Healthy Leo strikes.
I do not want to spend a lot of time cooking in the morning, and I want something that gives me energy for a few hours.
That makes sense. I, on the other hand,
You skip breakfast?
no. How can you say that? I love food. No, I eat breakfast, but it is sometimes more like a snack that thinks it is breakfast, some biscuits, a banana, whatever is fast.
Whatever is fast.
Because by the time I've done everything else, I have maybe 5 minutes before I need to start my day, so fast breakfast.
I think this is very common, especially for women who are also managing the home in the morning.
Very common. You are cooking for everyone else, and then you eat whatever is left, or you eat standing up, or you forget to eat.
Yes, and this is actually a form of not taking care of yourself. You are giving everyone else the best part of your morning energy.
Ooh, that hit a little.
It is not a criticism, it is just worth noticing.
Worth noticing, yes. Listeners, do you eat a real breakfast, or do you skip it? Or is it just whatever is fast?
The goal is not perfection. The goal is something, even something small that you eat while sitting down. That counts.
Even 5 minutes sitting down for your food. That is self-care.
Exactly. Self-care does not have to be complicated.
Self-care. Taking care of yourself, your body, your mind, your feelings. Okay, Leo, what about movement? Exercise in the morning. Do you do it?
Yes, I do a short walk, about 20 minutes outside.
Every morning?
Most mornings, maybe 5 or 6 times a week.
Okay, I have a complicated relationship with morning exercise.
Complicated how?
I want to do it, I plan to do it, I even put on my exercise clothes sometimes, and then I sit down for a moment, and the moment becomes longer.
The sit-down trap.
The sit-down trap, that is exactly what it is. But honestly, Leo, is 20 minutes enough? It does not seem like much.
20 minutes of walking is actually very good. It wakes up your body, it helps your mood, it gets fresh air into your lungs.
Fresh air, yes. I notice on the days I go outside even a little, I feel better, more awake, more positive.
That's the oxygen. And also, there's something about moving your body that tells your brain, okay, we are starting the day.
Like a signal, a start signal.
A good word, signal. Your body uses signals to understand what is happening. Morning movement is a positive signal.
I love that. It's not about fitness necessarily. It's about signaling to your brain, hey, we are awake, we are moving, let's go.
Exactly.
Okay, even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's stretching in your room, that counts.
That absolutely counts.
Okay, let's talk about planning. Leo, do you plan your day in the morning?
Yes, I have a small notebook. Every morning I write 3 things, the 3 most important things I need to do that day.
Only 3?
Only 3, because if I write 15 things, I feel overwhelmed before I even start.
Overwhelmed. That feeling when everything is too much and you don't know where to start.
Yes, and often when people feel overwhelmed, they don't start anything. They freeze.
They freeze. I do this. I have a long to-do list and I look at it and I just close the notebook.
Exactly. 3 things. Start there. If you finish 3, you can always add more, but start with 3.
I actually tried this last week. I wrote 3 things only, and I finished all 3, and it felt so good.
Yes, that feeling of completing something is very powerful.
Very powerful. So for our listeners, you don't need a perfect system. You don't need a special app. Just write 3 important things you want to do today. That's it.
Simple, doable.
Doable again. Leo, I want to ask you about something that I think many women feel but don't talk about much. The feeling that the morning is for everyone else. The children need breakfast, the husband needs something, the house needs cleaning, but where is the time for you?
Oh, this is such an important point.
It is, because a lot of our listeners, they're managing everything, and sometimes the morning feels like you are immediately working for everyone, without a pause.
I think the concept here is protected time, a small piece of the morning that belongs only to you.
Protected time, even if it's 10 minutes.
Even 5 minutes. 5 minutes where you sit quietly or you do something you enjoy or you just breathe without doing anything for anyone.
That sounds almost like a luxury, like something only people with perfect lives can do.
I understand why it feels that way, but it's not a luxury. It's actually necessary.
Necessary, meaning you need it, not just nice to have. You need it.
When you take even 5 minutes for yourself, you start the day from a fuller place. You have more patience, more energy for others.
Oh, so taking time for yourself is actually also for the people around you.
Yes, a tired, rushed, empty person cannot give as much as a person who has had even a small moment of peace.
This is so true. Listeners, your 5 minutes matters. Even if the house isn't perfect, even if everything isn't done, 5 minutes of peace for you, that's not selfish. That's necessary.
Necessary, yes.
Okay, let's talk about the mental side of the morning. Leo, what is your morning mindset? How do you start your brain in a good direction?
I think about one positive thing, just one. It can be very small. Today I will have good coffee. Today I will finish that project I was working on. Today the weather is nice.
One positive thing. That is beautiful and simple.
It doesn't fix everything, but it gives your morning a small direction, a good direction.
I like this. I sometimes do something similar. I think about one thing I'm looking forward to, even if it's small, like tonight I will watch my show. That gets me through the morning.
That is also valid.
Very valid. And you know what? That's also a kind of gratitude. Gratitude, feeling thankful, even for small things.
Gratitude is very powerful for mental health. Research shows that people who notice good things, even small ones, feel better overall.
So we're not just talking about routines and schedules here. We're talking about your inner world too, how you talk to yourself in the morning.
Yes, your inner voice, the things you say to yourself when you wake up. Are they kind? Are they harsh?
Ooh, some of us wake up and immediately we are criticizing ourselves. I'm so lazy. Why didn't I do this yesterday? I'm behind. I'm not enough.
Yes, and that is a very heavy way to start the day.
Very heavy. So maybe instead try one gentle thought, one kind thing to say to yourself in the morning.
Even just, I am doing my best. That is enough.
I am doing my best. That feels good even just to say.
It's a simple sentence, but it's true for most people. They are doing their best.
Listeners, please be kind to yourself in the morning. The day starts inside you before it starts outside you.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Thank you. I have my moments. Okay, let's give our listeners 2 very simple templates they can use. Leo, you first.
Okay, template 1 for planning your morning. You can say, today my 3 important things are 1, 2, and 3. I will do them one at a time.
Simple, clear, focused. I love it. And here's mine, for giving yourself grace. Grace means kindness, forgiveness. You can say, I can't do everything, but I can do something, and that's enough for today.
That is a very kind sentence.
I need to say it to myself more often, honestly.
I think many people do.
Okay, let's talk about real situations, because our listeners all have different lives. Leo, situation 1. A woman who works from home. She wakes up and her home is also her office. How does she create a boundary between home time and work time in the morning?
Good question. If you work from home, the key is a transition ritual, something small that you do to signal, now I'm switching from home mode to work mode.
Transition ritual, like a little ceremony.
Yes, for example, you change your clothes, even if you're at home. Put on something slightly more work-like. Or you make your tea or coffee and you sit at your desk specifically, not the sofa, the desk.
The location changes your mindset.
Yes, your environment sends signals to your brain. Desk equals work, sofa equals rest.
Okay, situation 2. A mother with young children. She wakes up and the children are immediately needing things. Breakfast, school bag, questions, crying. How does she find her own morning in all of that?
This is challenging. I think the answer is wake up before them, even 15 to 20 minutes before the children wake up.
Before the chaos begins.
Yes, those 15 minutes, that's your protected time. Quiet tea, a few deep breaths, one positive thought, before the beautiful, loud, loving chaos of family.
I think that is very practical. If your children wake up at 7, you wake up at 6:45. Even that small window, yours.
And on the days it doesn't work, because sometimes children wake up early or someone is sick, be gentle with yourself. Not every morning will be perfect.
Not every morning will be perfect. That is so important to say. Situation 3. A student, maybe living with family, maybe in a hostel. Her classes are in the morning. Her routine needs to be fast but effective.
For a student, I would say the night before matters as much as the morning. Prepare what you can the night before, your bag, your clothes, your breakfast if possible, so the morning is lighter.
Prep the night before. That is smart.
And in the morning, protect just 10 minutes. Wake up 10 minutes earlier than you think you need. Use those 10 minutes for yourself before the day begins.
10 minutes. That is doable.
Always doable.
Okay, I want to say something important now because I know some listeners are hearing all of this and maybe feeling, oh no, I do not do any of these things. My mornings are a disaster. I am so far from this.
Yes, I think we should address that feeling.
Because that feeling is real and it is okay.
A morning routine is not something you either have or do not have. It is something that grows slowly, like a plant.
I love that, like a plant. You do not put a seed in the ground and expect a tree the next day.
Exactly. You water it a little, every day. Slowly it grows.
And some days you forget to water it. That is okay. The plant is still there.
Your routine is still there. You just pick it up again the next morning.
This is not about being perfect. This is not a competition. Nobody is watching your morning and giving you a score.
No morning police.
No morning police. You are free. You are just slowly building something that works for you, your life, your schedule, your pace.
And the goal is not to copy someone else's perfect routine. The goal is to find what helps you feel like you, calm, ready, yourself.
Yourself. That is the whole point.
Yes, the whole point.
Okay, we are almost at the end of our episode. Before we close, let us remember what we talked about today. Leo, what surprised you about my morning?
Honestly, the 3 snoozes surprised me a little, but also the eyebrow routine. I did not know that was such an important part of your confidence.
It is deeply important, Leo.
And I respect that now. I understand. For Zubie, feeling put together on the outside helps her feel strong on the inside. That is a very real form of self-care.
And what surprised me about Leo, the no phone rule. I knew Leo was calm and organized, but 30 minutes without the phone in the morning, I thought that was impossible. But now I see it gives him that quiet space to start the day on his own terms, not on someone else's terms.
Exactly. The phone brings the outside world in immediately, and sometimes you need a few minutes to just be in your own world first.
And I also loved Leo's 3 Things notebook. So simple. No fancy app, no complicated system, just 3 things. That is a lesson for all of us who overcomplicate things.
And I loved Zubie's reminder that taking time to yourself is not selfish, that a rested, calm person gives more to others than a tired, rushed one. That stayed with me.
We're basically each other's teachers without trying.
That is the best kind of learning.
The best kind. Okay, let's quickly go through what we covered today. We talked about wake-up time and how even 15 extra minutes can change your morning.
We talked about not touching the phone first thing, protecting your own headspace before the world comes in.
We talked about water, hydrating your body after a long sleep.
We talked about the bathroom routine and how your personal rituals build your confidence.
We talked about not mixing everything at once, doing things in a sequence, one at a time.
We talked about breakfast. Even 5 minutes sitting down with food is self-care.
We talked about movement. Even 10 minutes of walking or stretching signals your brain that the day has started.
We talked about planning with just 3 things.
We talked about protected time, the small piece of morning that belongs only to you.
And we talked about mindset. One kind thought, one positive thing to give your morning a direction.
So much good stuff in one episode.
And all of it doable.
All doable. Listeners, you do not need to change everything tomorrow. Choose one small thing from today, just one. Try it for a week, see how it feels.
Small steps, consistent steps. That's how real change happens.
Now, before we say goodbye, we have one small request. Actually, a few requests.
Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. You'll get every new episode and it really helps us grow.
Please give this episode a like. It shows us that you are enjoying the content and it motivates us to keep making more.
And please share this episode with someone who needs it, a friend, a sister, a colleague, anyone who's trying to build a better morning or practice English.
You sharing is literally how we reach more people, and more people learning English and feeling better about their mornings. That is a beautiful thing.
We would also love to hear from you in the comments.
Yes, tell us what is one thing from today that you want to try. Is it the 3 things notebook, the no phone rule, the 5 minutes of protected time? Write it in the comments. We read every single one.
For example, you can write, I will try waking up 15 minutes earlier, or I will drink water first thing in the morning. Simple, clear, your answer.
We genuinely love reading your comments. It feels like a conversation. It feels like community. And that's exactly what this is.
A community of people learning together, growing together.
Okay, final words. Listeners, your mornings do not have to be perfect. They just have to be yours. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can.
And remember, every morning is a new beginning, a fresh start, no matter what happened yesterday.
Every single morning, you get another chance, and that is actually something beautiful.
It really is.
Keep practicing your English, keep building your routine, keep going, even on the hard days.
We'll be back very soon with a new episode. Until then, take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself first, then everything else, okay?
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.
Bye-bye, and remember, your eyebrows can wait, but your 5 minutes cannot.
Goodbye, Zubie.